tutorial on how to just get to know how to use PlanningCenter groups. I promise you this is a great tool for you to use. Once you know how to use it, it is so easy to use. It is absolutely amazing. So there is nothing to it but to do it and get into how to use it. So I created this account. It only has 3 members. And this is just to show you how to use it. It has the same access you do, the same leadership access you do. So this is what you'll be seeing on your end as well. So I'm going to click on my group. Perfect. There is my group, my 3 different members. From here, you can take off a member. You have the ability to do that. If you are removing a member, I usually take off notify if it's for like a specific reason and you already talked to them on the side. Or if you want to, you can have it still notify them as well, but I'm going to keep Bree in our group. So there's a few different things you can do from the members tab. The first thing you can do is you can email all of them. This is so important, okay? Let me go back to this. Email is right here. That is how you email your members. It is so important to email your members, especially maybe the first week of your life group or maybe 2 weeks before your life group starts, or as people sign up, just keep emailing. Hey guys, I'm super excited to meet you. Let them get to know you. Share some facts about yourself. It's a great way to get to connect with your members before you even meet them and throughout the semester. It is an easy way to connect throughout the semester. Now, if you want a PDF export, if you want to download all the information that you have right here, that is all you have to click is the printer option, and then you can also have a CSV as well of all their information. So that's their email, their number, and as well. Now let's go to events. Events is super important, all right? Events, I usually start off for you guys, so usually I create an event for you guys for the 10 weeks. Now, if you are canceling an event, if you are doing something outside of it, if you are changing where it's at, this is where you do it. So first I'm going to create an event for my life group. So I'm going to do it from for all 10 weeks of my life group. So cast life group. Now the title is going to be the event name is going to be the name for each and every single event. So I'm going to say cast life group. Maybe the name, actually, let's make a specific name, Women About God life group. That's a fun one. I should do that. So Women About God life group. So the start date is going to be, we're going to choose a start date. We're going to say our start date is, we're going to meet on Mondays. It started this weekend, so we're going to meet on Mondays. It's going to start the 19th. Now our end date. Our end date is you're going to keep it that same day. You're going to keep it that same day, and you're going to say from our start time, we're going to meet at 7, and we'll only meet for an hour. We end at 8 p.m. Now, how do you create multiple events? You click weekly, then you put repeat until. I'm going to go until 10 weeks after, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10 weeks after. That's November 21st. Now, I'm going to do the day after, so that way it still notifies my group each week that they send a reminder email one day before, which is right over here. Now, if I choose a day after, it's still going to remind them for that week, that specific week. If I choose this day, it won't remind them for that week, so you choose the day after you end. You put a quick description, women who are about Jesus and his word. Again, this part will usually probably be done for you by me already. I just wanted to show you how to do it in case you need to edit it or for some reason it's not done. Again, it's probably done by me, so I'm gonna say that we meet in CB Glades. We meet in which is the Music Suite Life Group room. That's where we meet. And I'm gonna create event. Perfect. So now, as you can see, it shows all of your events. That is now all of your events listed right there. Now, if you need to cancel an event, if you are not meeting for one of the events, what you're going to do is you're going to click on that specific day. So let's say I'm not meeting the 3rd of October. I can cancel that event. We're going to do this. We're not going to we can notify my group members if, hey, everyone has been canceled, and then I can cancel this event. There you go. That one event's canceled. We're no longer meeting for that one event. It lets them know we're no longer meeting for that one event. It's canceled. If you already know that you're not, it's just so like they know, you put that in there, it's canceled. Let them know why. Hey, it's canceled because I got sick, or excuse me, it's canceled because we had vacation, whatever that reason is, let them know, clue them in, but that is how you cancel a group. Now, let's say you want to delete a couple of weeks. So let's say from the 24th through the 31st, you already know you're not meeting. And you already let your team know, you already let your group know, hey, we're not going to meet those 2 weeks. You don't need to necessarily cancel the event. What you can do is just to delete that specific event. Delete only this event. So if it's not a last minute cancellation, or you just want to, and you already know you're going to go on a hiatus for those periods of time, that's how you're going to do it. You're just going to delete that event specifically. So it doesn't even pop up, doesn't even let them know, does not remind them to meet. It is gone. It is skipped. So from 10/17 to 10/30 to 10/30, the 31st of October, it excludes the 24th. No longer there, it's deleted. So you can either delete an event. If you're going to delete an event, usually that means you already told your members you're on hiatus, and for those few weeks you're not going to be meet. If you're canceling an event, usually I like to cancel if it's like you're like last minute you're canceling, or something came up canceling. And listen, life happens. It happens. It's totally fine. So if that happens, cancel event and let your members know that you're canceling. Not your team members. Let your members know that you're canceling. So that is how you edit your events. You have full control in editing your event. Please feel free if you want to edit your description or anything like that. But this is how you're going to edit everything through here. Again, what's important is that the start time and end time, they're the same. You're not going to put the end date of the last time you're ever going to meet. You're going to do that for repeating weekly. I'm going to keep it the same day for this part, but for this part is when you want to put the end date of your actual group. Now let's go to resources. Resources here is amazing. Please download the Church Center app. If you don't have it downloaded, you're not a life group leader. I'm totally kidding. Maybe. Kidding. But please download that app. It's a great resource for you to use. It's just super helpful. We got PlanningCenter Groups overview as well. Please go ahead if you need. This is literally, excuse me, guys. PlanningCenter overview is literally what I'm doing right now. It is just this video. If that's where it's found. Settings. What can you change in settings? This is beautiful. This is what you can change in settings. You can upload your own image. However, if it's not an image that, usually most images are appropriate. You guys are smart, so I don't think it'll be an inappropriate image. But that's how you're going to upload your image. Meeting schedule. This is literally just a description of your meeting schedule. It shows up online as well, but also it does have the events as well. But if you just want to put Mondays at 7 p.m., that way people know. You don't have to put the whole schedule of Mondays at 7 p.m. from August this date to November this date, or September this date to November this date. Just put Mondays at 7. The events is where they get that information of when it ends. Contact email. You can put your contact email. So I'm going to put castnoah7@gmail.com. castnoah@gmail.com. And that is my contact person. You can change your group description from here. Tags, you don't have to touch. Don't worry about tags. I put tags in, so don't worry about that. Always have your one day before reminder emails. Excuse me, guys, I haven't had coffee. So always send your reminder emails. I usually like to do a day before. You can have it 2 days before, 3 days before, but we live in sunny South Florida where everyone's schedule kind of changes. Let's have it a day before to remind people. This is where you put your location. You're able to list events publicly, list your name publicly as well. Enable group messaging. It's a great thing to do. Just have people talking. How group messaging works is from the Church Center app. People can literally talk to each other from the Church Center app. This is what I'm telling you. Download that app. They can ask you questions like, hey, are we meeting today? Hey, should I bring this for today? And it keeps it easy without exchanging numbers. If you don't want to exchange numbers just yet, it keeps it easy. It's through the app. So that is how you enable it there. But those things you really shouldn't have to touch because I'll have them done for you. That's okay. Now, from overview, you can literally see so many things from here. What's cool, you can literally see other information from other life groups. So our average group size is 39 people. So it's really fun to look over on things like that. However, it's just very, I like that it's just interesting to really look at your information, how your membership has changed throughout the throughout the months, event attendance, like when did you have high attendance, when did you have low attendance. It's just really good statistics to kind of see what you need to do differently or what you need to keep the same. And this is where you get your attendance report. This is literally just showing what your report is. Now, how to take attendance. How to take attendance. So I'm going to change this from this date. I'm going to change to that we're going to meet today. And that's today the 19th at, what time is it? 12:26. Let's say we met at 12:30. So attendance opens up 10 minutes before 10 minutes before your group starts is when attendance opens up. So if you're a bigger group, I highly recommend, let me go back and not put reminders emails because I don't want these people to get emails for an event that doesn't exist. I'm like, okay, what did I do here? There we go. All right. Perfect. There we go. So, it's in 7 minutes before. If you have a bigger group, print out your roster. I'm telling you right now, print out that roster. It makes it so much easier. They could sign it before. You have to rush around that first 10 minutes of when you want to start your group and then go into like actually when you start and you're still doing attendance. So print out that roster. Make it super easy. For those who are signing up for the first time, have a different sheet that just has their name, email, and that's it. And that's all you need to add them as a visitor or add them as a member. So how does this work? So take attendance. This is it. This is how easy it is. Take attendance. So you can do, I like doing it through the Church Center app. It is so easy. I'm telling you guys, it is so easy. But you can also do it from your computer. But so all you're going to do is go to, here you're going to go to, I'm going to click that Bree was here. I'm going to click that Faith was here. I'm going to click that I was here. And that is how you do attendance. It is so super, super easy. Guys, it is so important to do attendance. It is so important to do attendance. That's how we know what groups we need more of. That's how we know, do they need a different space for next semester? That's how we know, oh, maybe this group should change with this group, or we need to add another member to this group, another leader to this group, because they're just off the rockers growing. So attendance is very, very important. It helps us understand what our members need. And as a church, we want to fulfill those needs. So attendance is super, super important. People matter, so attendance matters. So please be taking attendance. And if you don't take attendance, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to bother you throughout the week for your attendance numbers. And it's not fun. It's not fun for me, not fun for you. But please be taking attendance. You guys are awesome at it anyways. But if you're starting for the first time, just kind of think through how you're going to take attendance. It is something so easy to forget, I promise you, until after. So go ahead and try to start that off. Again, if you have a bigger group of more than 20, I would absolutely recommend printing out your roster and then having a separate sheet for new visitors, or just doing new visitors from your phone, one or the other. But if you have a visitor count and you don't want to necessarily add them to PlanningCenter, you can literally add visitor count from here. So it's like, oh, 3 people came, but they don't want to put their email, they don't want to put their name into the system or anything like that. They're just checking it out. Just go ahead and put that in visitor count. That's more than fine. But if you want to add a visitor and they're curious about coming again, this is where you add a visitor. I'm going to add Cass Noah. Now, sometimes they already have an account. There are sometimes that they already have an account from either they have a child at CBG Kids, or they've signed up to get baptized, or they've signed up for Serve the City. All of this is one of our databases, so they will see, like, if you pop up their name and you're like, oh, you already have an account, is this your email? Yes, that's my email. Perfect. You can just click on that account. So check if they have an account, because if you create another account for them, it literally just, it keeps adding up in our system, and it kind of makes the system slower. So make sure to check if they already have an account. You don't have to ask them, just check in their name, and if it pops up, hey, is this still your email? Perfect. Now, I'm going to pretend that I don't have one, so I'm going to create a new person. I won't save it because I don't want to mess up the system here. But all you got to do is put in their email address, and that is literally it. That is it. And press create, and that's perfect. Now, if you're adding a member, you're just going to click add member and do the same thing. Now, guys, that is everything on Planning Center groups. That is everything you're going to see on your end. Absolutely everything. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me or don't hesitate to email me any of your questions.